back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. And I had a good fucking day today. I did nothing. I had the house to myself all fucking day. No one waking me up before I need to get up. No one asking me to do shit I don't want to do, which is pretty much anything really. Just woke up, fucking jumped on the phone, started scrolling, guilt-free scrolling. I didn't even attempt to do anything. It wasn't even in my head that I was ever going to do anything. I just had a purely free, do whatever the fuck I want day. I had shit to do, but I just said, fuck it. I do miss those days. I do miss doing nothing. Like absolutely nothing. No plans, just fucking nothing. I have spent a lot of my life doing that though, but it was good to revisit it. This used to be my routine. I'd wake up. I wouldn't set the alarm. I would just wake up whenever the fuck I wanted to. Like a Greek god, I'd wake up. That would usually range between 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. Anywhere in that box. Sometimes I would wake up at 9:30 a.m. and be up for like 20 minutes and then go back down. Once I woke up, I would sit in bed for another 2 hours doing nothing. Sometimes I'd read, but most of the time I'd just stare at the ceiling and ponder. Just think about how my future's going to play out. I don't remember daydreaming this. I don't remember laying there pondering about my future and any of this turning up. You just don't know where life's going to take you. You just don't know where it's going to lead. So after laying there pondering for a couple of hours, I'd finally roll my ass out of bed to get a coffee. I'd go down, get a coffee, get the newspaper, sit in a cafe and read the newspaper from fucking front to back. Actually, it was back to front. I'd read the sports section, and then I'd read entertainment, and then I'd read the shitty news. Once I'd read that, I'd go get some bacon and eggs. I had no money. See, this is the thing with me as well. I'll live large until I have $0. Like if I had $30 on Monday and I needed it to last till the following Monday, which happened occasionally, I wouldn't be like, well, I can spend $4 a day. If I get 7 packs of 2-minute noodles, that's 1 meal a day. What I would do is I would go buy a $5 coffee Monday morning. Then I'd get bacon and eggs, and then I'd probably go see a movie. And then when you've got $0, that's when you find out what you've made of. Once those eggs with Tabasco sauce have gone down, the final bite, and once you left that shitty movie you paid $15 for, then the despair kicked in. And then you would find out who your real friends are. Then after reading the newspaper, I would go on a long walk. A long fucking aimless walk to nowhere. With no goal of getting anywhere. I wasn't going anywhere. I was just walking to walk. I'd walk for 2 or 3 hours in circles. Sometimes it would drive me nuts. Then after the walk, I'd go for another coffee, walk that coffee down to the library, hang out at the library for a little while, and then just wait for a friend to message, which they always did. You didn't need money to drink back then. People like drinking, and most people don't like to drink alone. So if you had enough friends and you were a fun hang, you didn't need money. I had a little bit of money here and there. I would oscillate between having loads of money and absolutely no money. All the extremes, always the extremes. Even now, it's still like that. All or nothing. I just want to live in that middle ground for a little while. That stress-free middle ground when nothing happens. I forget what the point of this was. I had a good day, I did nothing. And I missed doing nothing. I used to do nothing all the time. Now I'm on the clock 24/7. Even in my sleep, I'm getting hassled. I'm getting hassled all the time. In every direction. It's coming from everywhere. I'm attacked. I need to hold the Boyle fort. Otherwise, it's just going to get overrun by the enemy. How's this? My fucking wife's friend. Apparently Apple or something has these trackers now. Or an app where you can put your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife or your husband. You can have their phone connected to your phone. And wherever you go, they can look up on an app where the fuck you are. Can you imagine that? My wife's friend not only has her husband on tracker, but her brother and sister, her parents overseas, couple of her friends. Who the fuck agrees to that? Can you imagine being married to that cunt? I need to know where you are every second of the day. And this is what she says. I don't need to ask him where he is anymore. I know exactly where he is all the time. So I never have to stress out anymore about where he is. I just felt like punching her directly in the fucking face. I know you shouldn't hit women. Don't hit women, but you should be allowed to hit cunts. And who says yes to that, you fucking spineless cunt? If my wife even suggested that as a joke, it would be a fucking divorce. Which she wouldn't, because I would never even be with someone who would even think that's a fucking good idea. That dude deserves every fucking little thing he's gonna get. Next thing you know, she's gonna have a microchip in him, and she's gonna be controlling his fucking nutrition. She's gonna keep him weak, so he can't fight back, so he can't break out of jail. Suck shit, loser. Track where I am. I don't answer 98% of your calls because I don't want you to know where I am. Especially when I was drinking. Might as well have just thrown the phone in the fucking river. Tracker. Just leave it in the gym locker. I know exactly where he is. He's at the gym. He's been at the gym for the last 14 hours. Fuck that. Fuck that, guys. I know none of my female listeners would even think about the tracker. All of you would, wouldn't you? You fucking psychos. But guys, don't let it happen. You gotta hold the fort. You gotta fight for your ground. Because it's a woman's job to break your spirit. That's their job. That's their aim and that's their job. And your job is to hold the fort. Fort Boyle is under attack 24/7. It takes all my resources and commitment just to hold my ground. And then you see cunts like my wife's friend's husband who just goes on tracker. What he doesn't know is she really does want him microchipped. And after he's microchipped, she's going to buy him a nice collar and a lead and walk him around like the pathetic fucking cunt he is. Boy, I hope they never listen to this. That's it for tonight. It's good to get a shit one out on Saturday when none of yous are listening. Enjoy your drinks tonight. I'm not even going to say the social media shit. I'm not even going to say subscribe, rate, review to the podcast. I'm not going to say it. Fuck you all. Alright, that's it. See you fucking later.